Thank you for taking time to watch. My name's Doug. This is Doug's Opera Classics. I am super excited today. I'm going to do a Lanoguard treatment on the Escort Mexico. I've been lucky enough that the weather's been okay. I've been able to go to a couple of meets. Horrible feeling. I'm driving along and I can hear like underneath the car. It's just flicking stuff up under the car. So the car itself is a bit weird, to be fair. It's never been welded. It's been painted, but it's not had any welding done to it. So I don't want to be the guy to get in a condition where it's going to need welding. So I've done my research. I wanted a clear undercoat, which Lanoguard is. I've looked at all the reviews. It seems pretty good. So I'm going to test it out and I'll give you my honest opinion on what I think of it and how easy it is and how it went. So I ordered it from the website. It was next day delivery, which is really good. To be fair, I bought this a little while ago because they had a bit of a sale on, so I bought it then. I went for the regular kit, the regular underbody kit, which I'll show you what's in there, but I also bought a couple of additional items as well. I bought a little bit more of the spray, so I didn't need another great big tub. And I also got the injector kit as well, which is for box sections and stuff, and I'll be doing that as well. So in the regular kit that I bought, there is the applicator nozzle and the tube attachment. There is the easy underbody rust protection Moto Grease. So this is a concentrated version of the spray. So you need to warm this up, recommended in hot water. You can warm it up as many times as you want. And I've dug out an old paintbrush and I'm going to put that on. It's recommended nuts, bolts, just body seams and anywhere that's going to be especially prone to things flying up and hitting it. So I'm going to put that on first. And then once I've done that, then this is the actual easy underbody rust protection spray that this attaches to. So I'll show you that when I wriggle under the car. You also get an instruction and troubleshooting booklet, which seems pretty good. I've read through that. Obviously the invoice I received, just a leaflet with other products. Now, saying about other products, I have already used the Lanoguard electrical spray, which I found to be really easy to use. I'm very happy with that. I've not had any problems with the cars. Apparently it's got water dispersal properties and everything as well. So that was really good. And also, this is a really good idea. You get a little sticker, seems like nothing, but it's a really good idea for, I think. A little sticker that you put the date you've done it, you stick it somewhere on your window or just somewhere in the car, or not necessarily even in the car, just put it somewhere and you can see when you last treated it. So it's recommended that you do it every year, which if it's any good, I'll do that. Yeah, so that's quite a good thing. So I've got a bit of preparation to do. I can't lift the car very high off the ground, unfortunately, because I don't really want to jack it up. I'm just going to drive it on low-level ramps. So I'm going to put a sheet over the driveway, get the car up a little bit in the air, and I will show you, first of all, the Moto Grease, and then you can go straight over it with the Lanoguard Easy Underbody Protection. So I'll try that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put on some working clothes. You'll have to excuse the state of me when I come back. Yeah, I will see you in a few seconds with the car out, and I'll be wriggling under it. Thank you very much. Now, you don't have to, but I'm going to put on some gloves just to save getting stuff everywhere, because I can just change the gloves if I need to. So first of all, I'm going to do the Lanoguard Easy Underbody Rust Protection. This is 600ml. I've got a couple of old, well, one's new, one's old paintbrushes. I'm going to put that on. So again, as I said just a few seconds ago for you, it's recommended that this goes on any areas which are likely to get a lot of stuff flick up, or stuff that's going to be wet, hold water and everything. It will just give them extra protection. In all honesty, this car could have been higher up. It would have been better if I could get it higher. But right now, unfortunately, I've not got the equipment, so I'm going to have to put up with what I've got. I did warm this grease up with hot water before I started. It seems to be coming out okay. I may, in all honesty, go back in and just give it a few more minutes in a bowl of hot water just to make it a little bit more slippy, but I can see where it's going and it is definitely covering stuff. I'm going to go all over these seams as recommended, because I can see that stuff can get trapped behind here, under here and around it, and it'll just give me a much better feeling that the car is protected. And when I hear those horrible noises of stuff being flicked up underneath the car, I will just ignore them rather than driving around cringing, thinking, oh my god, where are those little bits and bobs going, what's happening there. Once I've done this entire thing, I will just give you a sweep of underneath the car so you can see exactly what I've done. But first impressions, to be fair, this actually seems like it's going all right. Coverage is good, and I'm relieved, to be honest, because now I can quite easily see all the bits where this is meant to be used. And this car, when it was made, I don't honestly know exactly how they were made, but I can see there is lots and lots of joins and sections and overlaps of panels and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna feel a lot better about driving it if I get caught out in the rain. It didn't take long. I've gone over, honestly, what I can underneath the car, which probably isn't going to seem like a lot to many people, but the mistake I did make is, unfortunately, I've not got the car up as high as ideally it would have wanted to be. But look, I can see where I've been with it, which is really good. I'm now going to do the Lanoguard spray. The other side of the car is exactly the same as this side where I've done it. I was quite lucky because the bottom of the car is relatively clean. You can go straight over rust if you've got any rust issues, or you can wire brush it off if you feel better about it. But yeah, so look, it was very easy to apply, and honestly, I'm pretty pleased with it, really. So now I'm going to go over it with the spray, which I have already put together, to be completely honest. So obviously the nozzle attachment is on. There's a little circlip holding that on. There's another little circlip in here to make sure that the lid doesn't, the tube doesn't pull through the lid. This is all good to go. Now the nozzle can be adjusted for like a really direct spray or a mist. I'm going to use it on the mist setting. I'm going to basically do the same to this side. What I have found is quite good with this, because it's good for like nuts, bolts, any rubber stuff, anything like that. You've not got to be careful where you spray it, which is really handy, because the way I've got the car, I am very, very, very restricted in what I can do. Well, what I can see. I can do everything, but I can't necessarily see what I'm doing. If I had to avoid nuts and bolts and electrical stuff, that would honestly be a problem. But all I've got to avoid is the brakes, which is great. So what I did do was just blindly put my hand behind the wheel and get the top of the wings, because I don't really see it. Literally, I'll squirt it in now. I can see what the coverage is like, which is pretty good. So I didn't actually see what I was doing. I'm quite satisfied. Well, here we go. Actually, there's a better view. Oh, I can see where I've got it. Although I couldn't see what I was doing, I'm happy that inside the wings is done as well. So the idea of this stuff is you get the tube, you thread it down as far as it will go, then you spray, and as you spray, you pull the tube out. And on the way out, it will, well, you can see it running out of holes actually, so it's definitely coming out, it's definitely working. On the way out, it will coat all the inside of that section, which is, oh, I can hear it. Oh God, it's coming out there. Yeah, this is definitely working. So again, that seems, well, there's another hole there. I'll go in there. So what I'm going to do, any little holes I can find in this car, do you know what? Any little holes that I can find in this car, I'm going to shove this tube up as far as it will go and just do what they say, just kind of do the trigger and pull it out. But what I am noticing, I said it before, I know, but these cars, I can understand why they do rust and why they've rusted in the past, because I'd sprayed that in and the Lanoguard comes shooting out somewhere completely unexpectedly. These cars are just full of overlaps and holes and panels and joints, which is a brilliant trap for water, grit, and the killer of everything, salt, which was really on my mind, because I went to a show the other day and I got up in the morning, and I hate to say it, there was salt on the road. It's a lovely day though, but there was salt on the road, and I kind of made that decision. Well, what do? Do I bail out of the meeting? Well, I'd already said to a couple of people that I was going to go there. Or do I take a hit on it, enjoy it? And I knew this was coming to Lanoguard it. So I decided to go, which I'm really glad I did. That was Little Eastern Manor. I've done some separate videos on that. And that is an unbelievably good place to go. I'd recommend that, not only for their car shows, which are outstanding, but also they do stuff all throughout the year. So I'd recommend going there if you've never been there before. But yeah, anyway, this will give me peace of mind. I don't intentionally ever mean to go out in the salt or the grit or any of that stuff. But if there is any in the future, I'll get caught out anywhere, it will just give me the peace of mind that it is hopefully, as not, well, I suppose fully protected, because I suppose anything can never be fully protected, but it's going to be as protected as it possibly can be. So look, as I'm going around this, I can clearly see that I've put too much of this stuff on. I can see that. Having said that, I'd rather put too much on than not enough of it. It shouldn't drip. I can see it dripping. It should definitely not be as thick a coat as I've put on, but that is purely because I'm going to go around to the other side of the car, purely because I couldn't get the car high enough in the air. Right, so if you do this yourself, it probably shouldn't look anything like this, right? But this is what I've done to my car. I keep saying it, but absolutely 100%, I would absolutely recommend that you get your car much higher than mine is. So that's all done. So the end results, I know you're not asking me, but I'm pleased with it. So I can see where it's gone on. Really good start with Moto Grease. So you're satisfied that you've got all the joints and everything and the nuts and the bolts and stuff. I could see straight away the spray kind of creeping in and stuff. The most satisfying bit for me was doing the bits I couldn't see, which was the box sections. Again, like I keep saying it, but if I can give any advice, I will. I should have got the car further off the ground, because the problem was I couldn't really hold the spray far enough away to give it that really fine mist that it needed. So it's gone on a lot thicker than it should have done, but I'm fine with that, because in my head that's even more protected. I'm not going to use the car for a week or so that will just cure over a period of time, so that's really good. The only thing I need to do now is fill out this little bit of paper with the date, so I'll put that on. I'm not going to put it in the car. I've got a little window here in the garage, so I'll stick it on that to remind me. The last thing I would say is, look, if you're thinking of doing the Lanoguard to your car, the underbody thing, if you follow the link below, if you click the Lanoguard link on there, you'll get a £5 discount on the kit that I used. There are other products there. I'd say I've used the Moto Spray for the electrics, which is really good. I'd recommend that. But yeah, if you follow the link below, you can get a £5 discount on the one I used. If you haven't already subscribed, if you could please subscribe, that'd be brilliant. Follow my journey into cars. Let me know of any car meets that I might be missing around about the Essex area. Yeah, happy motoring, keep safe, and I will hopefully see you soon. Thank you.